Ladies and gentlemen, we're live. Welcome to Kirbside Network presents Astra Mori. This is our sci-fi D&D game in space. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. So thank you all for supporting, for liking. We're a little short-handed tonight. Destiny is out of town. I believe she's at a convention in New York. Always here to support cons. So hope she's traveling safe. Lee is also out of town. So hopefully they will be back next week. But we wish them well. Can't wait for them to come back. But as always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, tap the little bell on your YouTube app so you never miss an upload. Follow us on Twitch. We are trying to do more stuff on Twitch. We just got Twitch affiliate a couple months ago, so we're really trying to branch out and expand our very tiny Twitch empire. It's more like a Twitch territory than an actual empire. But we appreciate all the love and support. We couldn't have done it without you guys. We also couldn't have done any of this without our sponsors, especially Collected Comics and Games here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They've got dice. They've got books. They've got minis. They've got everything your little nerdy heart desires. Right now, myself and Brian, we're doing the DC Absolute runs, which have been phenomenal. Go check those out. They also have a bunch of independent comics that they, yep, the Absolute Batman.
That's gonna show. Yeah.
There it is. Beautiful. They also have a wealth of independent comics you can get your hands on. Always here to support independent creators. But Collected Comics and Games, go check them out. And there are 2 locations in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Tell them Kirbside sent you, and they will make sure that you guys are treated right. And because this is a D&D stream, you can't play D&D without dice. So shout out to our dice sponsors, ST Way Gaming. Jason and his family have worked tirelessly and very hard to bring you some of the best dice in the world. They have dice, they have accessories, they have hats and shirts, and all kinds of good jazz. So that is ST Way, ESTY, Way Gaming. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they have their own website, stwaygaming.com. Go check them out. You will not be disappointed. And because 2 of us are rocking them tonight, and we've officially made a deal to start transitioning all of our merch to them, shout out to our sponsors, Peach City Inc. They have 100% custom designed t-shirts that you cannot find anywhere else except at Peach City Inc. Tonight I am rocking House Whitebeard. Reese is rocking House Love. They come pre-washed, pre-shrunk. This is legitimately the most comfortable shirt I own outside of the other Peach City Inks I own. So go check them out. Facebook, Instagram, your local convention in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, because they are at every show they can get their hands on. So go check them out. And with that, Cody, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. So let's do a quick recap. All of you are dead, or you were. Um, so you all had very unfortunate, tragic endings under various circumstances. You awoke after your death in the realm of Ikayana, the goddess of memory, and you were then tasked with capturing the seven obsidian fugitives, patent pending. Um, Now you are having gotten a hold of a ship of your own through arcane means. And after going through a bit of a trials and tribulations with some oozes and one cowgirl on a motorcycle, um, you are now here in the cargo hold of the Astra Mori. And in the motorcycle, which I believe was oh gosh, I am going to Maldita Muerte. There we go. The Maldita Muerte. In the cargo container section, there has been a hatch that has popped open, and you see a cryo tube with a very handsome, very frozen half orc. And that is where we left off last session, and that's where we're going to pick up tonight.
All right.
That's uh is it
Uh,
alive?
I was
who
about
the
to
hell is
ask,
this?
is it dead?
Could I do a medicine check?
Yes, you may. And Castanet, who is still here, is going to assist you, so you may do so with advantage.
I say,
Cool beans.
um,
We'll go over something real quick. Wonderful, wonderful. That's going to be a 16.
All right. So with that, as you and Castanet are going over the cryo tube and sort of looking at everything, you do find a readout that appears to show vital signs, though they are slowed for what you assume would be cryostasis. They are very much indicating that this person is alive.
Hmm. They are alive. Who are they? And he's going to look at because it's who brought them was why is the name slipping?
because she's only been in one episode.
Evangeline.
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 Evangeline. So he's gonna ask that of Evangeline because it came with her, correct?
Yes, it did come in the motorcycle that Evangeline wrecked into the ship trying to evade the oozes, which Porthos it currently has a ooze in a coffee can, or in a coffee mug. It's just is he just vibing there?
Yeah, it's just kind of chilling. Uh,
Okay.
Porthos
So
almost
I
like
wanna
instinctively just every now and again.
I wanna make a proposal that Porthos gets like a vial he can carry around his neck to keep it in.
Oh no, Porthos is a trained military man. He can carry a cup of coffee anywhere.
Yeah, no, that stuff's not spilling. Um,
The
so
ship could crash and he's still gonna have the cup held up.
as much as I would love to imitate Evangeline's accent, I do not have the skills for that as of yet. But Evangeline does remind you that, technically speaking, this motorcycle isn't hers per se. So anything that may or may not be in the cargo container may or may not be her property.
Is there any markings on this container? Like a name, a label, a logo, you know,
Also, what about
Star Industries, Experiment 626, you know.
is
What
there
was
an umbrella symbol?
Is there an umbrella symbol? Can we eject it if there's an umbrella symbol?
So
Uh,
you don't make out any markings on it per se, but I will ask for a perception check.
I'm good at perception.
And anyone can get in on this. It will make it a group check.
Well, I'm decent
Okay.
at perception, I should say.
Where's my perception?
Hey, that's a good roll, though.
Okay, that's not
14.
20
Nice.
plus 2. 22.
13 for Ka.
And
You said 10, Chukwa?
yes,
All right. So,
just because I have a great modifier doesn't mean anything.
the person who points this out first is Dante. I don't know why I was blanking on your name. The person who points it out first is Dante, and Dante, you do notice something over by we'll say above the orc's head, sort of like past his shoulder area, sitting here inside the cryo tube. You can kind of peer in closer. I'm going to DM you what it is, because that's a thing that I can do.
Please tell me it doesn't say Wayland Yutani.
It's a
Next
Skynet.
episode.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah.
There it is.
Where is the eject button?
Sorry, I'm gonna try and do this in character. Is that a piece of pie?
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, did you say pie?
No, it's not pie that you can eat. This is
Oh.
Does Porthos do that in character?
Oh, like out loud.
Are you familiar?
well, I guess we got another one.
Well, if I'm any good at trend analysis, someone carrying a piece of pie that looks like that is probably one of us. We should get this poor bastard to the med bay immediately.
I am disappointed.
And Castanet sort of scuttles about the cryo tube, making sure she can safely separate it from the cargo container. And she does so, though it is rather bulky and heavy. She may need some assistance carrying that.
Chuckwasis.
Dante, want to give
Chuckwa?
him a hand?
Yeah, you get one arm, I get the other.
I'll lead the way.
I guess this is a question for the DM. Are we carrying the tube with him in it, or are we carrying him?
Well, I guess
You're
yeah,
currently
can you
carrying the cargo tube, or the
Okay.
cryo tube.
So
okay.
we'll kind of carry this thing. Sorry, bud. Kind of like a casket. You know,
Yeah.
two
I
two
mean,
on one
calls
side.
them like you see
Yeah,
them.
two on one side, two on the other. He's not dead anymore, so I mean,
Yeah. Hey, at least we're not gonna do the African guys meme, right?
I mean, I could make that happen.
I was gonna say, if anyone wants to do that,
Wow.
give me a dex roll.
Yeah.
I'd argue a performance check, but okay. Oh my god,
I'll take performance.
that's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. We were talking about Wayland Yutani,
my
and I just got an
performance
ad for the new Alien movie.
For aliens.
So
that's when a trailer pops in.
Yeah, it literally is right now on Twitch. Yeah.
that's great.
Here
So
for
you
it.
have the cryo casket, we'll call it, on your backs, and you are carrying it towards the med bay. You make it without incident. You do note that the areas of the ship that were destroyed by the oozes, that you're not like leaking atmosphere or anything, but it's certainly something you may want to look at repairing at some point. Those of you familiar, go ahead, Chukwa.
No, as we are walking along and seeing the places that are damaged by the little acid blobs, Chuckwa is going to look at Porthos and say, I apologize in advance for your desk.
What happened to my desk?
Forgot about that.
You'll see.
All right, let's focus on the task in hand, and then we'll deal with that later.
Castanet ahead of everyone is just like, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Ooh, can we all just take turns being her?
Yes.
Do we need to be-
Okay.
We gotta all
Oh, dear.
get working on our Castanet impersonation.
I don't know why that voice is just
It's too perfect, is what it is.
It is. It really is. So we get to the med bay. You're able to get the cryo casket onto a bio bed. Why is all of this alliteration? Sue me. It's completely unintentional. So you get him onto the bio bed, and it starts pulling out some readings. He does appear stable. There's nothing that indicates that he is injured in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. You're welcome to try to see if there's a way to wake him if you would like to do so.
I want to shake him a little bit.
So you just shake the cryo chamber?
No, him. The cryo chamber's open.
Okay. The cryo chamber is sealed.
It's like
Oh, my
like a
bad. I thought it
bottle.
was stupid.
I'm
know
like,
what?
are you doing
You know
like
what?
the wake
I'm-
up fishy?
I
Drop
am
some
pretty
Mentos.
strong,
Wake up.
so I kind of would like to do that. Just kind of shake it a little bit, see if he, moves his eyes or anything.
Let's drop some
You do
Mentos
see
and
it's
see what happens.
very slow, very minute, but you do kind of like whenever people go through REM sleep and their eyes dart about. It's like that, but slowed down 100 times.
Okay. So, is there like a button to open this thing, or?
I'm gonna like flick one of my claws out, and I'm gonna go over to the glass and I'm gonna draw a little mustache. I'm gonna etch a little mustache in where his face is.
Give me a performance check.
That is 19.
It's a pretty solid mustache. Like it's better than mine. It's got very that's a nice curl. It goes out. It's very symmetrical. It's phenomenal. Very good.
My
mustache.
goodness, he is
You know.
such an orange cat.
I'll look over the glass and go, "That's better."
Now I wish the mustache could actually be on them.
Yeah.
So like when they wake up, they're just oblivious.
So Castanet is going about the med bay, checking various readouts, looking at various things, and if someone wants to try and redo this better in her voice than I can, she's like, it appears there should be a way to wake
I
him.
would imagine
That was
that
actually pretty good.
with a cryo chamber such as this, there is a mechanism to, for a lack of a better term, defrost.
Can I roll an Arcana check, see if I understand the technology behind this?
Yeah, I'll accept that. And
I think we discussed that last week. I basically anytime
Yeah.
that I want to do something technology based, I would ask Arcana.
and I'll apply that to everything. Tech and Arcana are going to be intertwined. So if I'm trying to think, what were your oh, you'll probably not need it then. What you got?
25.
Oh, snap.
Jeez
Okay.
Louise. All right.
Use your
So
instruction manual.
Porthos, with your massive bear paw, you take a single claw and there's a little not a hatch, but a sliding cover that has covered up a control panel, and you do see that control panel open.
All right. Looks like I found a way to control it. And then does he, with that Arcana check, does he understand like what button does what, basically?
Yeah, I would say with a 25, you have a very And I see that you speak Celestial. So the
Took that linguist
you're able
feat
to
level
even-
4, baby. I knew it was gonna come in handy.
Oh, by the way, we leveled up, people.
Woo!
So you are able to read the celestial writing on it, and you're able to see options for a waking sequence.
Then Porthos will, he'll start hitting buttons and sliders and basically begin the awaken process, the defrost. Understanding the controls, he will try to do it. Basically, he is not just going to instantly drop the temperature. He wants it to like slowly lower so this person can, adjust to its environment.
And as you do this, you see the biometric readouts. They start to slowly trend towards the positive. It seems like it's going to take some time. And Castanet says, it appears he will need some monitoring while he is in the process of waking. I suggest that you go about your business, and I will keep an eye on him.
I would agree. Someone's got to go back to piloting this. Actually, before I go back to driving, what happened to my desk as he starts walking towards his room?
It's probably best you go see for yourself.
Yeah, Chuck was going to motion and move towards your room.
And
I'm afraid a fight happened to your room. And
to your room, not in your room.
Well,
What
yeah.
happened
To my room. That is beautiful. Beautiful.
That is the appropriate verbiage here. Yes. Oh gosh.
And while you show and tell, all this talk of pie, I'm starving, and I'm gonna go to the galley.
All right. So Ka, because your name wasn't on the thing, so I blinked for a second. I was gonna call you Brian. Like,
Supposed to be like, who is Brian?
Wait a second.
Ka scuttles off to the galley. Chukwa, are you walking with Porthos to the?
Yes.
Okay. And Dante, what are you doing right now?
Dante's gonna go to the kitchen.
Go to the galley. Okay.
Make himself some food. I guess make
There you go.
himself and Koss some food.
Ooh, yes, yes.
Roger. So we're going to stick with Porthos and Chukwa as they go to their to Porthos's quarters. Chukwa, what does Porthos see?
Well, of course he sees like the acid holes and whatnot, which is how they got in there in the first place. He also sees a few broken vials. I say a few, it's probably way more than a few. From the strike that Chukwa did on his desk, it is effectively broken in half. There's wooden pieces and splinters everywhere. And he also, I believe on the wall, there's a big splatter because he got one on the wall. And papers strewn about. Actually, it kind of takes Chukwa by surprise because he walks in, and even though he's the one who was in the room fighting the acid blobs, he's like, oh no. It appears far worse than I recall.
I'm picturing like you know how like in shows when somebody walks into a messed up room, something just like falls from the ceiling.
Yeah.
like a remnant blob of the ooze or something like that.
Yes, a bookshelf has probably fallen over.
Porthos will just walk over to his workbench where he sees a large crack right across the bow of it, just looks at it very somber. Just, I've had this for less than a day, and you've already destroyed it. How dare you? I cannot believe this is how you would treat me.
I apologize,
As
Captain.
Porthos casts mending and fixes it immediately. I'm just messing with you, Chucklaw.
Oh,
I can fix. I've fixed so much worse. You have no idea
I
how.
was just sweating bullets.
poor Turtle's about to
Well, I guess
hold a
Turtle
funeral for a desk.
It's just slowly shrinking into your shell.
Guys trained to keep calm, cool, and collected in the most stressful situations, but a desk.
It's great.
Breaks it all.
Because as you were describing all that, I was DMing Porthos like, it does look like it can be fixed using mending.
Oh yeah, that was my plan the whole time. I'm just bing, mend. It's fixed.
Like before we have PvP in episode 3. Jesus.
Right?
However, what Chuckwa is going to do as he laughs, made a funny you did. And he's going to pick up like the papers or whatnot that was strewn about the room.
Thank you for helping me clean up the mess. As Porthos begins to help kind of like reorganize this once battleground.
And as you do cast mending, a little bit of the bleed over does seem to sort of mend. It sort of knits itself together, the parts of the wall behind it that have been corroded by the acid. So you're able to surmise that with a casting of mending, you can also heal some of the acid spots around the ship. And you also, just as a reminder, do have a fairly large hole in your hull that you may want to address before you get underway.
Yeah, Porthos will probably take some time to go about the ship and try to mend as much as he can.
Chuckwa will assist wherever he needs to, while also taking in, again, the layout of the ship.
Oh yeah, so you do remember cargo hold at the very bottom, crew quarters above that, and then there's armory above that, and then above that is the bridge level where also is the med bay. In the armory, you may recall that there is a working garage and everything. As you do make your way to the cargo container, you happen upon Evangeline, who she's struggling. Her small frame is just trying to wrench this bike over towards the cargo elevator so that she could maybe get it up to the garage on the third level, or on the below the bridge deck. Well, the armory deck. There we go. That's what we're gonna call it. So as she tries to get the bike up to the armory deck, she's struggling. She's definitely not built to be moving large items with her frame.
Chuckwa would like to help with that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say that between the pair of you, you can sort of get it unwedged from between the two cargo crates that it was in. It would be a lot easier to move if somebody could get its repulsors working.
I will take a
No.
look.
Sounds like a job for Porthos.
Right, as
looks
Chuckwa
like
looks
the
at it,
resident
goes, "This is
artificer's
not
back
my-"
to work.
Hint,
I-
hint.
So, Porthos, I'm going to have you give me an Arcana roll.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're doing that, I do want us to slide up over to the galley just to see what our cat and our antlered hippo are getting up to.
Yeah, like immediately when I enter into the galley, I'm already opening every drawer. I'm like pulling open, like opening every cabinet, pulling open every drawer. Like I'm just going through. I'm not even stopping really to see what's in them. I'm literally like hyper, 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 hyper. Like I'm like, okay, cat treats, cat treats, cat treats, cat treats, cat treats, cat treats. Do we have treats? Do we have treats? What do we got? What do we got? What do we... Oh wait,
Yeah.
did you say cook?
Dante's just looking at him, just going through all of the cabinets because he likes a clean kitchen since he likes to cook, and you can like almost kind of see like a the Vegeta vein just kind of and he just yells at the top of his lungs, "Stop! Whatever you want, I will make it for you. Just stop messing up the kitchen. What do you want?"
What do we got?
Everything.
So, interestingly, sorry, I did not mean to undercut you. Ka, as you're going through and opening cabinets, you're not finding any food. You have found cooking utensils, you have found pots, you have found pans, you have found cutting boards, you have found knives. You have found that one gadget drawer where it's just the one-off thing, like the alma maker, the egg peeler, the random kitchen gadget drawer that nobody ever really uses.
A lone AA battery.
Not the junk
a
drawer.
single.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do find one empty. We'll call it like a cubby, where there's nothing seemingly in it. And there is a control panel off to the right of it.
Okay.
Huh. What's that panel?
Oh, can I? Ooh, there are buttons. Can I push a button? Can I push it?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna start because is it like one button? Is it many buttons? Like,
So it's sort of like a flat glass screen, and as you push it, the screen lights up, and then you go in and you see a menu.
okay.
And there are options for there are three options. There's beverages, meals, ingredients.
Yeah, I'm basically like I'm gonna Buddy the Elf elevator it like basically just like hit
That cabinet is about to explode.
hit every button that I can all at once.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay, this is gonna go well.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Okay. I was not planning on you rolling that low. Jeez.
Oy vey.
I thought of consequences, but I didn't think of consequences that bad.
Oh no.
We'll just give you the normal consequence then. As you do the Buddy the Elf on all the buttons, an ungodly cacophony of mechanical whirring and vibrations comes from the cabinet, and you see the most bizarre assortment of foods and things that don't go together that are just being generated and synthesized in this you determine it is now a synthesizer. And describe to me some of the crazy that comes out of this.
Okay, well, for one thing, when it starts to make the noise, I'm immediately gonna be like over to Dante and go,
What did you do? What did you do?
Nothing.
Nothing. You pressed all the buttons. Why did you do that?
I'm laughing because I use that same voice of my dog.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I don't.
You know what? At some point, I'm just gonna find an equivalent of a spray bottle.
Yeah.
Bad cop. Bad cop.
Yeah. So we're basically like some of this stuff like some of the stuff that's immediately coming out of yeah, I mean you're gonna see like raw squid, like raw squid, but like on top of a cupcake. Like but the cupcake is like like uh more like a phyllo dough. Like instead of it being like an actual cupcake, it's like phyllo dough, but like this massive like squid on top of it. There's like there are rabbit haunches. There's like a possum tail sticking possum tail sticking out of like a shepherd's pie. Like there's all kinds of the most random weird stuff. Like I'm like, oh, I should hate that, but oh, I'm gonna eat the hell out of that. Oh,
You better.
oh yeah. Oh,
We don't
yeah.
waste food on this ship.
No, we do not. Yeah, this looks delicious.
Oh, can there be an eyeball on it?
Mm.
There is now.
Yeah, and it looks over. Like, it
Right?
goes, what?
Yeah, that happened. So you've now surmised that this is a food synthesizer. You can use it to create beverages, you can use it to create full meals, or if you so desire, you can use it to create singular ingredients that you can craft into meals of your own. You are able to, with your chef background, Dante, you are able to determine that while the meals that are generated by this may nutritionally sustain you, you wouldn't necessarily gain any benefit from them. However, if you use individual ingredients and combine them into something that's more than the sum of their parts through, say, a chef's feat or just, the general magic of cooking, then you are able to maybe make something a little better quality.
How limited am I on ingredients? And if I am limited in the future, is there a way to, I don't know, say we come across something, I'm like, ooh, I want that. Let's, I don't know, scan it into the synthesizer so it has the data.
So you do see a sort of USB port on the control panel to where it looks like you can maybe update the system at a later date. Right now, the ingredients that are available to you are fairly basic on what you would expect in your standard kitchen. If you ask me for something, I will make a determination at that point in time as to whether or not it's in there. Right now, you may find your egg, sugar, flour, basic meats, but you're not going to find your ube, your more niche ingredients there just yet. But there's a chance
No
that may be
saffron.
No
possible later.
umami? What the?
There's no
Can't-
umami powder. There's no
I can't get any
MSG, there's-
ostrich?
Not yet. No
Oh,
ostrich.
I bet Dante could kick the hell out of an ostrich egg.
That could probably feed Porthos.
That'll be a part of our big giant breakfast once we
Yes.
get a little further along.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, all right, you scoot over. Let me take a look at this. This looks like your basic food synthesizer. It's got basic stuff.
Okay.
Onions. Onions, beef.
And as
peppers.
as I slide over, you already see the possum tail sticking out of my mouth, and I'm like,
You know what? I'm just gonna make myself a sandwich. Beep boop
okay.
boop.
Okay.
So do you pull the ingredients for the sandwich, or do you have it generate the sandwich?
Okay, you know what? Let's make a sandwich. Yeah, I'll generate the ingredients for a sandwich. Let's keep it simple.
Okay.
Turkey, bread, mustard, cheese, lettuce, tomato. Booyah.
Right. For bread, you only get the option for white or wheat. There are no other. You don't have like rye or pumpernickel or anything. For wheat, okay. Then for the turkey, everything else is just like the single option, and it generates them individually in their own little, the nice little ramekins that look really nice on the cooking show that are completely impractical for actual use because nobody has that many ramekins on their damn counter.
Oh,
Like,
and
no, I'm not going to have a ramekin just for my spices taking up counter space.
do we have chips? Access to chips, I should say. Like, is that considered basic?
Potato chips or fries?
Potato chips. Sorry.
Hey,
Crisp,
we're on
crisp.
this
Gotta
side of
ask.
the pond, sir.
Gotta ask.
We're on this
Um,
side of the astral plane.
Right.
Wrong side of the astral sea.
We
Yeah.
use
you,
freedom units on this ship.
Dadgummit.
It took me a split second, and then like once it registered, I was like, ah! Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did.
So you don't see the processed potato chips per se, but you do see the ingredients that you could use to make potato chips.
I'll just stick with my sandwich. I'm too hungry. And Kai with his shenanigans, I just want to get my food, eat. Yeah.
As you were going through, you don't even know how he got the thing to generate half of the stuff that it generated. The toss and tails are not in there. How the heck did that come out?
And as you're making your sandwich,
half of the stuff isn't even it.
and as you're getting the stuff for your sandwich, like you're like your big hippo frame is like on the is at the counter, and then you just see this little cat head lean over, like peering around you, going, "Are you making a sandwich?"
So actually, Dante, describe for me how you make this sandwich. As a chef, I want to hear how you make this.
Okay. So it gives me my ingredients. Let's say they just appear on like a nice big plastic tray, like you would get at school and cafeteria. And I just kind of carry the ingredients over to the counter, take out the cutting board, take out a knife. I'm just kind of looking and admiring all the utensils and everything that we have. Like, all right, this is pretty good. I can work with this. I take the bread out, and because I'm a little fancy, a little extra, I put it in the toaster, toast it, so that, while that's happening, I slice up the tomato, chop my lettuce, take my turkey, just get my accoutrement together. Boom, toast pops up. I take it out, put that on a plate. Take like a butter knife, spread the mustard on there, layer the meat and cheese, and then I put the tomato, the lettuce, close it, slice it in half triangle way,
The
and
diagonal
yeah.
cut.
That's
My
my sandwich.
man's got a cross section on this sandwich. That's what I'm talking about.
And then he just
You
kind of
lost
opens
point.
it up. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I open it up just to admire my like, yeah, this will do.
You lost points for the mustard, but you gained them back for the crosscut.
Nothing wrong with mustard.
I was gonna say, if this man
Well-
cuts it into.
Do we have
What's
Dijon
that?
mustard? Do we have Dijon mustard?
I don't think you have Dijon right now. I think that's gonna be
Grey
Ah.
no Grey Poupon in
Alright.
space.
No spicy brown?
Nope. Just fringes. If fringes
No,
want to sponsor
better.
us, email us.
Better than nothing. I'll take it.
So you dig in. It is very good. It's delicious. I don't think it's gonna grant you the thing from your chef's feat. I think that requires more work into it, unless I'm forgetting how it works. If you want to do your chef's feat now, you can. I will leave that in your court.
No, I'll save it. I just need something to kind of, I figure I just need to get my strength up at this point. I'll worry about really figuring out the kitchen a little later on because I'm still figuring out everything else.
Gotcha. And for those at home, no, I'm not wasting time making a sandwich. I'm actually wanting to know how the character made the sandwich because I know Dex is a hell of a cook and I want to hear how he does stuff. Um,
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Let this
So-
man cook.
yes. So as Dex is making his sandwich, I do have a question. What happened to the eyeball?
Oh, I've already eaten it.
Okay.
I was
All
like,
right.
I feel like by the time before I even finished making my sandwich, he was already done with his food.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Okay.
basically there's just the tiniest little like part of the squid arm still on my claw that I hadn't quite eaten yet, and I'm like,
Ooh, I want there to be one that fell on the floor and is still kind of wriggling a little bit, and he just goes like, ah.
yeah, yeah. I'm over there batting it.
And so it is. And so it is. Um, so as we leave them here with their cooking and their shenanigans, we go back down to Evangeline, who is unfortunately again not here, and Porthos and Chukwa. And Porthos, how did that Arcana roll turn out? I know I had to sit on it for a while.
I think it was a 14.
14. Okay. It takes you some doing, you know. It's not this bike has had a number done on it. You are able to get one of the repulsors working to where you can sort of half carry it, almost wheelbarrow it over to the cargo elevator. But it's gonna take some work.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably what Porthos would do. He would get it. Basically, I equate it to like if you're working on a motorcycle, he got the tire unbent enough that he can physically push it into the garage, and then he's gonna have to take it back apart once he's got it somewhere that he can actually work on it.
All right. So you were able to, do we get it to the garage? Is that what we're doing? Or do you guys want to linger on something here?
No, I would take it up to basically the cargo, the armory area, because that's where Porthos would probably have some tools to work on it, outside of the ones he already carries.
And you do manage to get it up to the armory and to the garage portion of the armory. Sorry. And you see the essentially the shuttle bay, or what would be a shuttle bay. You don't have a shuttle. You do have a very damaged bike, though. And you're able to get it in there, and looks like you could probably start working on it. Evangeline, she's been very quiet and very stoic throughout this whole bit, and she just automatically goes and starts. Sorry, let me check some stats here really quick. Oh yeah, she goes and she starts grabbing some tools. It doesn't necessarily seem like the tools that you would grab as someone who is very experienced with technology, but it does seem as though what she's grabbing would get the job done.
Porthos, I'm not here to backseat anybody. Good luck. I'm gonna go double check the hull downstairs to make sure that hull's closed up, and then we gotta get back on to actually flying. I don't like this idea of us just kind of sitting here in space right now.
She kind of nods and she takes her cap and she tosses it on the wall and she takes off her poncho so she's just in like her undershirt, and she gets on a creeper and you just hear
Before we go, given that this is the armory, Chuckwa would like to look at the weaponry. Is there anything that he would be drawn to using?
Is there anything he'd be drawn to using?
Something that looks similar to, I'm just gonna say, Ninja Turtle weaponry.
You have to be more specific. There are 4 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Are there thighs? Are there
There's
nunchucks?
more than that, depending on the canon that you follow.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's very true.
Looking at you, Power Rangers in space.
Hey, it could be Last Ronin.
Yeah,
Could be Last Ronin.
we-
He use all of them.
Yeah, we could be talking Next
also true.
Generation. We could be talking the Boom Studio comics. Like,
I'm gonna just land on the classic 4 for right now, and then we can expand later.
that's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah, you do see the classic 4 are there. Anything that would appear in the player's handbook is there. Because fun fact, bow staff is basically just a modified quarterstaff. A katana is just a longsword. Sais
Yeah.
are just daggers. We'll say nunchucks are just clubs with extra steps.
I'm just picturing somebody in the D&D world being like, wait a second, I can put 2 clubs together and look at me!
Yes.
In the player's handbook, it literally describes monk weapons as just slightly modified symbol weapons.
I mean,
So,
not wrong. I am forgetting. Oh, shurikens. Are those around as well?
you are able to find some throwing darts. We'll say they are shurikens.
Okay. Chuckle would like to take a few of those and just put them in his pack.
Yeah, we'll say there are. Roll me a d6.
Yay! 5.
You have 5 that you'll just look up darts, and you'll use those as your shurikens. You have 5 at your disposal.
Cool beans. Thank you.
And do you just take the darts, or do you take anything else from the armory?
No, just the darts. Just the darts.
All right, still using your Donatello staff.
Just my walking stick. Everything's cool beans.
All right. Porthos, you said you were going down to the cargo bay to
Yes.
fix up ship.
Making sure that hole that's basically was caused by the ruckus is able to be closed up.
I'm gonna be following, by the way.
Just so that we are safe enough to take back off.
Yeah. This is a much larger hole. It does take several castings of mending. Roll me a d4.
Yeah, it's a 1 foot at a time kind of deal. 4.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It only takes you about 15 minutes total to try to get everything knitted back together. So nothing too crazy there. It did take some creative doing in some of the parts, because you would mend one part and then it would seem like it didn't quite mend the part that you wanted it to.
Right.
But you were able to get it done.
Because just for the flavor, I imagine Porthos's mending is almost like tiny repulsors that he can pull from his wrists that like slide out and then slide into his palm, and they work as like a pseudo magnet / welding torch. So he can just kind of like use his hands just like mending wood to form everything back, but still revolving back into his technology that he creates.
So you're Mr. Terrific, basically.
Yeah, but not as cool, because damn, Mr. Terrific's cool.
And just for future reference, if anyone has anything they want to flavor a particular action a certain way, please feel free to do so. Cut me off by all means. That is an invitation. I want you guys to flavor all of your stuff as much as you want it flavored. We believe in seasoning to your heart's content in this household. I'll save that comment for later. So you're able to.
I get it.
Yo.
We'll save that one for the Head Nerds in Charge podcast whenever I get invited. So you're able to get the hole mended. Your everything seems as though it is shipshape, for lack of a better way of putting it. The Evangeline is occupied with the Maldita Muerte. Castanet is occupied with our nameless friend who is slowly defrosting. My gosh, this is a process. And yeah, that's where we're at. So what are we doing now? What's the plan?
Kyle, you want to go see what everybody else is up to?
Oh, sure. Yeah, hang on, I'll go find him. And then I'm just gonna bolt.
I said, never mind. Dante's just gonna start walking by himself to find everybody else.
Poor.
And then literally 20 seconds later, I'm back behind you. Okay, yeah, they're in the cargo hold.
Thanks.
Mhm.
And then I imagine he takes off again, and I'm just like,
Yep.
whatever.
Sorry, I just saw the note about the Old Bay seasoning.
Our good friend Tim.
Can we find the equivalent of Old Bay seasoning in space?
We better.
Roll for Old Bay seasoning.
Yes.
What is your cooking? What is your cooking stat?
I mean,
Dex?
I'd argue
it's
survival?
my specialty.
Survival?
It says,
I'd argue survival.
it says I gain a bonus in either Constitution or Wisdom.
See?
Okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Survival's a wisdom check, baby. I'm right.
And I was going to say medicine because it's a comfort food. You can add it to comfort foods.
Ooh, yeah.
Give me,
That's true.
Give me a survival check.
If I'm cooking to heal somebody, I could technically use medicine. But yeah, I'll go with
Listen,
survival
Old Bay
right now.
heals everything.
Old Bay heals the soul.
While he's
Wait
doing
a second.
that,
Does this mean
Porthos
that liches
is...
solely consume soul food?
What?
If you weren't the DM...
Eject.
Right. While this is happening, Porthos is making his way back up to the bridge.
All right.
Tuckwa's gonna detour to the galley and find some tea.
All right. Real quick, let's get Dex's roll.
I rolled an 11, but I wanted to use one of my chef skills because this would technically be a special food, right?
Yeah, I'll say it is.
Okay. I will use one of them for the day. And so yeah, I gain a bonus. Wisdom. So yeah. So I've never used a feat before. How does this work again?
Oh, you would make me look it up.
I'm so sorry.
You're good. While I'm looking it up, Chukwa, you do find the synthesizer. There are options for pre-brewed teas, or on the ingredients, they're just basics. So if you want to brew your own tea, you can. You don't get the whole Scott Pilgrim tea list.
No liver disaster.
No sleepy time tea. No, none of that. You get basically black or green or white.
This disappoints Chukwa as he looks at a few choices. And he's actually going to forego that and really look for some type of kettle teapot situation. And does that. He's going to open the cabinets. He's going to find something like that as he proceeds to just make some green tea.
And you are able to find the appropriate means by which to make that. It
says just increase it by 1. So
I'm going to have to go to the actual source because it's not very descriptive there, unfortunately. Um, so we're gonna circle back to this. I'm looking this up in the background. I just don't want this to make gameplay grind to a halt.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
So as we're doing that, I know Porthos, you said you were making your way towards the bridge.
Yes.
I do want to take a moment to remind everyone, you're not Power Rangers, you don't have communicators, but you do have the Memento Mori,
Oh,
which does have a
yeah.
communication feature.
I would like to think too, though, that as Dante's making his way down to the cargo hold where God told him to go, that cause sliding down the cargo lift area again, going woo-hoo! And then landed at the bottom, going, he's back up at the ridge now, and then running back up the stairs.
Why are you like this?
I would imagine somewhere along this journey, because Porthos doesn't walk very fast. He can. He can move if he needs to, but he's not running. He's walking right now. He probably would bump into Dante and just give him a real just nod as he heads upstairs.
Dex, I have found the appropriate errata, and I have messaged it to you so that you can read that in your own time. Sorry, Porthos.
No, you're good. As he gets onto the bridge, he takes a seat in the captain's chair, and pulls his wristlet up to his up towards his face, and hits the intercom throughout the ship. Attention, everyone. This is Porthos speaking. I'm not gonna call myself captain just yet. I'm about to begin our jump once more. We had to come out of hyperspace. I guess the autopilot doesn't work if there's no one up here. I'll fix it later. Please, find yourselves a comfortable position while I make the jump, and we'll progress forward. Dude.
And behind you from the cardboard box, you hear, "Hi, Captain."
I'm not
Chopper
getting used
will-
to that.
Proceed to go inside of his shell until the jump is over, or at least the initial jump.
Dante's just gonna find something to hold him to. I guess I haven't made it to the purple yet. Yeah, I guess I block. Still.
We'll say you made it. We'll say you made it.
Okay, cool. So I'll just make myself secure for a jump.
Porthos, what does the jump look like for you?
From Porthos' seat, he takes out two throttles. The chair almost reacting to his hands, placing where two controls would be. Very God, I hate this reference. Very Pod Racer, the dual throttles. As he
That's what this is.
right. Hey, that was one of the best scenes in that movie, and I'll fight anyone over it.
Roll me a 2d6 psychic damage.
As he slowly pushes the throttles forward, he can feel the engines turn up, almost a doo, and on the edge of the right throttle is a small green button. All right. Once again, activates the comm. Everyone strap in. Here we go. And hits the button as once again, just like before, the space and the stars almost stretch for a second, and then just boom, shoot like a slingshot. Pulls back and release.
Love it. Those who were not in a seated position, roll me a dex save.
Yeah, 'cause,
As the
Shuckle
turtle
just-
shell goes flying across the room.
like on the floor. I would imagine I would have like slid somewhere. That deck save. All right.
And then somewhere a Mario Kart gets knocked over.
Actually, Chukwa, are you withdrawn into your shell?
Yes.
If I recall correctly, don't you automatically fail deck saves while in your shell?
I don't think so.
Or am I pulling that from something else? I feel like you automatically fail something while you're in your shell. I can't remember what it is.
Oh no, I do.
Have disadvantage on deck saving throws. So you have disadvantage.
Oh
How
no.
bad is the disadvantage?
Roll twice, take the lowest.
Alrighty, here we go. Yay, I'm so proud of you. It's gonna be a 12 total.
That's exactly what you needed to pass.
Boy.
Beautiful.
You start to slide and you just stick a toe out and you like kind of tilt, but you're paused on your foot, and then you go back.
And when everything's stable, I would like to get out of said shell. Make my tea and take it to the bridge.
Okay. Dex, were you standing when we went to warp?
Are there seats in the cargo hold that I can sit down in? Because I remember I said I was gonna make myself secure.
You did say you were going to make yourself secure. I'll allow it. You do note that the only thing that's very shuddery is the jump to warp. Once you're at warp, it's very smooth sailing. It almost feels as though the ship is motionless, except for you feel the thrum of the engine underneath your feet. I don't know why I said feet like that. That's where we're at right now. Were we still headed in the direction that the Memento Mori was guiding us?
Yes.
All right. So you are... did I designate last time if we had a stat that we were going to use for your navigation?
I don't recall that we did. I don't think we did.
Okay. Does anyone offhand know what that would be? Would it be survival? Yeah, it's gonna be survival.
I would
Navigation,
think probably. Yeah.
For navigation, I usually use survival.
That makes
All
sense.
right. Give me a survival roll.
Oh, that is a nat 20 for a 27.
Hey,
Nice.
let's go.
So you're not able to. Well, actually, no. I'll say you can do this here. You're able to pull up sort of a mini wild space orrery on your display in front of you, and you chart your current course that you're headed towards. You are able to make out that you guys are headed directly for a crystalline sphere. For those who don't know IRL, a crystalline sphere is the D&D equivalent of a planet. Each planet is contained within its own crystalline sphere. So you are able to zoom in on that crystalline sphere and make out a name, and I am going to message it to you. If I can remember what your name is on Discord. There it is. All right.
Okay, let's see. Hera. Oh, Captain. Looks like we're headed to Faerun.
Would Porthos recognize that planet?
Let me look at your service record again.
I didn't get to put where any of the detachments were to, just that they were long and to many places.
I'm gonna say that Porthos does not. But does anyone in their backstory have ties to the Forgotten Realms?
or the Sword Coast, or Cholt, or anything?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think my family is originally from Forgotten Realms.
Am I missing up my
before
D&D lore here before I
before we
nerd out with the wrong crowd?
before we absconded to the astral plane.
I mean, if you'll allow a history check, maybe I'm at least familiar with the planet if I haven't been there. You know, I've never. Been to
Yeah. So the
Japan, but I know
Forgotten
what it
Realms.
is.
The Forgotten Realms is on Faerun. So actually, valid point, Porthos. I'll allow you to make a. We'll say that's a history check.
That's a really good history check. 22.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So you're familiar with Faerun. You know that it's the setting where we see a lot of common D&D settings. So this is where the home of the Sword Coast. This is the home of Baldur's Gate. This is the home of the Isle of Cholt. This is the home of the Forgotten Realms. This is the home of Phandalin. There's a lot of places here that have made themselves very famous across the multiverse. Just for one reason or another, either because of disaster or heroes that have made themselves known there. Various things.
All right. So, you said the planet was Faerun, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And for those who are going to at me in the comments and say it's a continent, I'm saying it's a planet. Get over it. I am God here.
Faerun is a planet.
Faerun is a tiny, tiny celestial dwarf. What? I mean planet.
All right, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I just want to take a moment and say that I feel like everyone in our generation has felt slighted ever since Pluto got declassified, and we have made that our personalities.
100%. Yep.
1,000%.
What do you mean declassified? Pluto's a planet.
Pluto is a planet. Yeah.
There,
I will not.
there it is.
I will not hear any objections. I don't care if they're smarter than me.
Yeah.
I will not be
It's kinda
taking notes at this
I
time.
don't know. They might be smarter than me, but can they fight?
And if they can fight dirty?
Right?
Can they fight multiple
Pockets
people
in.
at the same time?
Exactly.
Instead of 100 men versus a gorilla, it's 100 millennials versus a scientist.
Hey,
I know who my money's on.
Loop Gen X in there, and I'm with you.
Oh gosh.
Here for it. But
We're on this.
Porthos, he'll hit a couple buttons on his control panel and bring up basically a file onto the viewing screen. Basically, the bare bones, like if you looked up a country on a map, like, this country, population, main exports, like things of that nature.
Yeah. So you go ahead.
And he just, Faerun. This is a very old planet. It's been around for a hot second. I personally have never traveled here, but I know it by reputation. It's not the worst planet we can start on. Let's say that.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with it.
I feel like Dante would have heard about it in his travels as a bounty hunter as well.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Chukwa, do you think you may have heard of it?
Maybe. I'm kind of, but he's more of a cosmic traveler, so he may have graced it, but not have stayed there. May have heard of it.
All right.
I wonder if any
so-
Gomas still live there.
Say that one more time, Kyle.
Possible.
I wonder if any homas still live there.
Did you say homeless?
Homas. My family.
Homas.
My family, my clan. Yeah.
I heard homeless.
I mean,
I was about to be like, were they cleansed or
I mean,
something?
I mean,
There was a rumbling.
technically, almost.
Oh no, there was a call.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's why I'm in the astral plane, and my family is or was I gosh, I don't know. With all the time that's passed, I don't know if I don't know where they are.
Sorry, I just had an awful thought. It wasn't a rumbling, it was a TNR campaign.
Oh my goodness.
Nope.
I broke Jay.
It itches. My hair itches.
Oh gosh.
The
And
yarn is
after seeing Kai's
unraveling.
behavior, I understand why. So
Don't worry, I
as
didn't
you're
turn
going,
it backwards.
there's a joke about that we'll talk about later. As you're going through the sort of readout, you do see some recent history on Faerun. You see there was recently an uprising by a cult by the name of the Chromatic Wave, wherein they attempted to bring the evil dragon goddess Tiamat onto the material plane. There was a group of adventurers that were able to fend off the cult and the avatar of Tiamat. I was blanking on the word there for a second. And it has left Faerun in a bit of disarray, is what the last reports say.
And
Sorry,
does the
can you repeat that
chromatic
last part?
wave? Does the chromatic wave? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dante.
Oh no, I just wanted him to repeat that last part. I didn't catch it.
It has left Faerun in a bit of disarray.
Okay, thank you.
So does that the chromatic wave? Does that I know that the readout is saying stuff about the being a cult of Tiamat or whatever, but does that ring any bell, like any familiarity bells for any of us?
I'll say that Porthos has heard of it for sure. Pa, you're only vaguely familiar with it. You remember, some people who came to your tribe when you were younger, who were trying to be like, "Oh, join the Chromatic Wave. We're great. We have cookies."
Yeah.
Dante.
Maybe I
Dante and
fought some of their
Chokwa give me
acolytes.
history rolls. Dante and Chokwa give me history rolls.
I got a 14.
I got a 4.
All right, so Chokwa knows Jack.
You don't know Jack.
Dante, you're vaguely familiar with the name. You haven't encountered anyone. You've only heard of them through others. But per what the report is saying, it seems as though they've been wiped out.
All right. I've heard of them before. They're weird.
Yeah, my parents were not impressed. Yeah.
They tried to get one of my buddies to quit being a mercenary and join up with them. Never knew what happened to them.
Yeah, they tried to absorb our clan, and yeah, my dad wasn't having it. Nope.
I've heard a couple small units being sent here to clean up messes. Never one of my ships, but I was sent elsewhere.
From where we are, can we we can see the planet and see like the state of it and like what does the vegetation and nature component look like?
So currently, no. You're still in warp right now. You have a readout on your screen of what the planet looked like. You surmise maybe a year or two ago. You don't have any recent photos of it. Um, as you're going through, you rolled a natural 20 on
On
your
the
survival
survival.
check, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're able to surmise at your current pace. Roll me a d4.
A D4. That is a. Oh my god, what is that? That's a 1.
One, okay. You will arrive in 3 days.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Looks like we're 3 days out, Cap.
All right. Then what we'll do is keep pressing forward. We'll probably take shifts at who's at the helm. Everyone else can go about their business. You know, maybe every 2 hours, someone give me a relief so I can get a snack and stretch my legs. But we'll take shifts on who's piloting, who's driving. That way we can all get some rest and continue progress.
So, funnily enough, as you mentioned snacks and things of that nature, Chokwa has walked in and he has a tray with tea, and he's gonna offer some to you and Ka. Captain, tea.
Oh wow, enough for Dante. All right, I see how it is. It's like
You're not
I'm kidding,
in
I'm
the
kidding.
bridge?
I know. I know.
Get in the bridge. We'll have a tea party, yo.
No gifts for the gift.
Wow.
Ka, roll psychic damage.
Porthos will just kind of lean back and he'll go, with all due respect, Chakwa, I prefer coffee. And then he looks down at the cup and he's like, I forgot about this little guy. And he just like, he'll reach out and just to see if it'll work, puts the cup over the side of the armrest and a small little like side table pops up and he puts the cup down.
Aw.
It worked. Yes.
Chokwa's gonna nod as he offers some to Ka.
Oh, okay. And then I'll grab it and literally in one like.
The whole pot?
Yep.
I imagine that was pretty hot. So did you
Yep.
burn yourself? Mm.
Yep.
How hot was it?
Doesn't matter.
Are we talking
Full
like
send.
Fresh.
McDonald's suing hot?
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Ka.
Yes, I'm here for this. This is beautiful.
That is a 17.
Damn.
Okay. Roll 1d6.
That is 6.
Bro.
You take that much fire damage halved.
Woo-wee.
And also your ability to taste is now damaged for the next roll me a d4.
That's 4.
For the next 4 days.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So for the next 4 days, you are unable to gain the benefits of any chef's feat that someone may or may not use on you, and you cannot taste anything.
Bro, you got space COVID.
I'm gonna go. So once he basically
Oh my
so
God.
God takes the whole pot, he drinks it, he goes
To which Chuck was holding out a hand. Cool.
hmm,
First.
worth it.
patient.
In what world? In what world was that worth it? Oh God. I want the record to show that Ka is his own worst enemy.
Yeah. 100%.
Cause enemy list. Himself, clowns, himself again.
Yeah, exactly.
Who needs rocks to fall when you have Ka in your ship?
Yeah.
Random cucumbers that for some reason appeared behind him. How did that
Oh
get
yeah.
in?
No, I'd be up on the I'd be up on the ceiling.
All right. Did we have any more role play events that we wanted to play through, or do we want to kind of burn through the next 4, or did I say 3 days?
You said 3. I've got a couple things, but like I could space them out between rests.
Same.
Yes.
Okay. So for right now, I'm gonna say we're going to take a break IRL. And when we come back, we are going to try to go through the roleplay events and see where we can get.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this. Please stick with us. We're gonna take a quick little break. We'll be right back, and thank you for watching. We are back. Thank you for your patience. We are very, very sorry for some technical difficulties while we were on break, but we're back. We're moving and grooving, and making sure that everything's working smooth. Once again, sorry for any kind of issues we had while we were gone. But I try after each episode, if there's a problem like this, I will re-upload everything so that it's one beautiful full episode on YouTube after all this. So with that, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being patient. Cody, take it away.
All right. So as we left off, we were in the process of headed towards the crystalline sphere of Faerun. We did say that there were some RP things we wanted to do on our way. So I'm going to turn the table over to you guys, and this is going to be sort of a free play RP bit.
Nice.
Tell me what's going on.
Who'd like to go first?
I would.
All
right.
Oh, go ahead.
Go for it, Chuck.
Yeah. What's the
So-
turtle up to?
I've explored most of, or at least as much as the ship as as possible for right now. But he has yet to go into his own room. So after stopping by the galley real quick so that he could drop off, actually make some more tea, he's going to take that to his room, where he will open it and will find a very pleasant setting, as has been priorly described, and it's going to explore it and find that there's a space for him to put his tea. He puts it there and looks around, and he finds a little red, I guess the word I could use is cabinet. On this cabinet, there's a stand. Opens it up and finds sake waiting for him.
Nice.
Well then.
Hell yeah.
He doesn't use it now, but he does nod, closes it, and looks up on the counter where he sees a few trinkets, trinkets of his past life, but he fixates on a picture that he will promptly fold down before he begins drinking some more tea and actually practicing some stretching akin to yoga or tai chi. And with that, I'm gonna shift it to someone else for a while.
Okay.
I'll go.
Take it away, Dante.
All right. So we're basically going over the past 3 days, right? Because we're gonna arrive at the planet.
Yes.
All right. Day one, I feel like.
Can I hit that long rest, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I-
yeah,
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
I
can
need
take
the,
a long rest.
I need the HP and the spell slots, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone can hit up that long rest. And we will be taking several short rests and 3 long rests during this time. So any spell slots or whatnot that you want to use, just make sure that you're accounting for those appropriately.
Cool,
Nice,
cool, cool.
nice.
Day one, I feel like he would checked out the kitchen a bit more. Really got his bearings since Ka wasn't in there opening all the cabinets and making mutated monster food. He's gonna take stock of what is available on the food synthesizer as far as meals and ingredients and beverages. Just because it's good to know. Also during this time, he has been trying to make the Astra Mori equivalent of Old Bay because he figures, well, if I can't make the meals that I want, I can at least season the food that we get if we have to make something quick. So he, during that time, he made Old Bay, but I guess it's not Old Bay because copyright, so we'll call it Old Creek.
Old Creek. I'm here for
Yes,
it.
he made Old Creek seasoning.
Teenage Creek.
Young Creek. There it is.
Yeah, Young Creek.
Young Creek seasoning.
Young Creek seasoning. I like it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, he spent a lot of his time in the kitchen acclimating himself because he's basically just decided to take on the role as cook after seeing what Ka did. He's like, never again. Never again. So he goes and he's looking through the food synthesizer. He's, got all that information down. And he's gonna, day 2, spend a lot of time, or I guess over the next couple days, spend a lot of time in his room, in his personal danger room, getting acclimated to, fighting now that he's back alive, and also getting used to his simic hybrid sorcerer abilities, because for a long time before he died, he was very resistant to use them. Think Todoroki from My Hero Academia, not wanting to use his fire side. He's like, nope, I used guns all my life, that's what I'm going to use. But he's like, no, if we're going to do this and we're going to have to be fighting oozes and who knows what else, he's going to have to utilize all his power. So he's been spending a lot of his time training. So when it comes time to fight again, he's going to have some new tricks up his sleeve. But yeah, I will pass it along.
Cool. I'll go. Ka is after his little debacle with the tea kettle. He goes to the med bay to go see Castanet, and as he comes out of the med bay and makes his way back up back onto the bridge, you see him and he has this cone around his neck, and just this look of just absolute dejection. And then, like, without even anybody saying anything, he just goes, Castanet's making me wear this. And he's like, I can't taste anything.
I was gonna ask what the hell happened to you, but
yeah. And like my ears are back, like my ears are back, and I'm like, I'll be in my room.
Dante has an intrusive thought.
do it.
He has a let's say it is a piece of chicken or something. And he takes a look at Kai and he's like, And he makes it into, well, he attempts to make it into the cone.
I'm like,
Roll me a dexterity attack.
Oh my god.
We'll say it's an improvised weapon, so no proficiency. God, what's your AC?
14.
Let's
Looking to
go.
beat a 14.
Almost dropped it. Ah, it's a 7.
You miss, but I will allow Ka to do to make a dexterity saving throw to try to save it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna that is a let's see 18 plus 5.
Okay. So Ka, you're able to dive and catch it anyway.
Yeah, I go.
I'm just picturing like you just see the cone like just come by and the food just disappears.
Yeah. Like cat be like I catch it and I'll, and then I'm like I still can't taste it. Ugh. All right. And then I'll turn around and I'll go back into my room and as I get into my room and settle down in this stupid cone that like Castanet swore to me that I will not take it off. I'm like, ugh.
There should be a lock on it.
Yeah, yeah. like a chastity belt.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
The chastity collar.
The chastity cone, yeah.
God.
Like I'll bray aside.
We're gonna
Oh,
get
Cody,
canceled.
you love us.
Well, I go and I can't see anything below here, and so like I'm fishing around for my notebook, and I'm like, I get my notebook out, and I'm like, crap. I'll just wait till the stupid thing comes off, and then I go and I'm feeling through my pack, and I pull my loot out, and I go and I climb up into my hammock, and I swing, and I'm like, ring, 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 as I'm swinging, and I'm just like strumming, and then I'm like, oh, I'm so bored, and then I get up and I go over and I'm like, not claw on my wall, and I'm like, sharpening my claws, and then I go over and I'm pressing buttons on the wild space orrery because I can't see it, so I don't even know what I'm hitting, and then I'm like, ugh. And I'm like looking around, just trying to find something, and then I'm like, ugh. And then I go and I curl up in the corner and I go to sleep.
Absolute freaking chaos.
That's amazing. That is the greatest thing. Oh my god. At one point during the journey, it doesn't matter which day, whether it be breakfast or lunch, Porthos will have him a very strong cup of black coffee, but he has 2 mugs, one on the right, one on the left. And he has to, he keeps reminding himself, right. And then he just pushes the one on the left a little further.
So, as you do that, the homebrew does seem to have a bit of a reaction.
Yeah. Oh.
You ever see a jealous cat?
Yeah.
Yes.
So a pseudopod sort of extends as you have both cups sitting on the table. A pseudopod extends and gently nudges the other cup towards the edge.
Whoa, 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 whoa. None of that. None of that. I'm not picking up that mess. You
Oh no,
stay,
how is it going to react when he drinks it?
you stay there and behave.
It just kind of burbles indignantly.
Don't you sass me. So, since we're all traveling together now, I guess it's important to ask, what did you all do before you keeled over?
Where are we right now? Like, where's
That's what I say.
I would assume probably at like some sort of table eating like a breakfast.
Oh, during a meal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say either Castanet or Lee's character.
Evangeline?
Evangeline.
I was like E, and I was going through all the E names I knew. Evangeline are at the helm, taking their turn while Porthos is having breakfast. So, what'd everyone do before they kicked the bucket, keeled over, pushed up daisies?
Yeah, I was a navigator on a ship. It was in fact, actually, my captain, and I'm looking over at Dante. I'm like, my captain was a gift. She didn't have antlers though, but she was awesome. She was kind of like my second mom, really. She was tough but strong, and yeah, she was awesome. I really hope she made it out.
What kind of ship what was y'all's purpose?
Oh, it was just a merchant ship. We took cargo across the astral plane. My parents thought it would be good for me to get real world experience because I didn't quite fit into the family mold. So yeah, my family are all warriors. I want to be in a band. Yeah, I don't really like fighting. I like talking my way out of things if I can, but it didn't quite work with the clowns. They weren't having it.
Dante's gonna be like, clowns?
Yeah. Have you not heard of space clowns? They're horrible.
They're like a really, really creepy gang.
And Dante, you would recall that you saw, I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 space clowns at the Nexus of Memory. There was the small family of
that's right,
space clowns, and then the one that disgustingly ate the hairball.
Right.
Yeah, they're monsters.
I would say pirates, but pirates might be too strong of a word.
Yeah, they don't tend to leave. They don't tend to leave survivors. We had actually just escaped a group of them on our last trip, but they I guess they caught up. I don't know if it was the same group or if it was like their pals or something, but yeah, we got caught.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
What about you, Dante? What did you do before?
I was a mercenary. My brother.
Nice.
They're really good. Making a name for ourselves out there.
If you don't mind me asking, what kind of work did you do?
Anything that paid, really. I mean, We had our code, but had to make money at the end of the day. Took down our fair share of big shots. Then one of those big shots took us down.
Yeah.
Hence why. Then he just kind of pauses because he doesn't really like talking about what happened to him.
Hence why you're here.
Yeah.
That's fair. Chuckwell?
Chuck was going to take one last sip of tea before he sets it down. I am a monk. In my order, we maintain balance throughout the cosmic plane. I was a protector. And he's going to point to his or gesture towards his medallion. My job to keep this safe. Until the next protector after me. If there is one. He opens his eyes just a little bit as he thinks about what is the possible state of his order, of his brotherhood, before he closes them again. Long tradition. I hope they are well. And he takes another sip of tea.
Nice.
You're the most calm person I've ever met.
I have to be.
What happens when you're not?
Ask that ooze that snuck into my room.
Yeah, it was. I have to say, I was in the room with him, and it was impressive. It was really cool to watch.
Thank you. Energy is important. We must spend it wisely.
Looks like we have a snapping turtle on our crew.
The first time I've ever heard anyone describe a Nat 1 as cool to watch.
Yeah. Hey, that desk deserved it.
Was asking for it.
So, I'll just take a moment, not to interrupt your RP because I'm loving every moment of this. I do just want to add to the scene a little bit. You do see on the sensor readout that there is a group of very large entities moving at warp parallel to you. As you look out to your, we'll say your port side of your viewing screen, you do see a family, we'll say a pod of about 6 Kindori. For anyone who doesn't know what a Kindori is, it is a space whale for all intents and purposes.
Yes.
And they sort of come alongside the Astra Mori, moving at warp, and it is terrifying to think of such a large, gargantuan creature keeping pace with this mechanical ship that it does not make sense to you. It's mind-boggling. But there's a gentle, low resonance as they sing through wild space, and they part ways peacefully with you guys.
I was about to say, Chuck, I would like to go to the window and kind of just like sending positive vibes this direction, which is in lack of a better term.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me animal handling.
Cool.
And if anyone else would like to try to interact with him in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form, you're welcome to do so.
All
Do
right.
we have the equivalent of a camera on this ship? Or like, are we able to like
Mm.
snap photos through like the viewing screen? Or even take videos? I could see
I'll
that
say
being useful in the future.
we'll say the viewing screen has a playback feature.
Okay, cool. I guess I'd just be cool to be able to look at that again. That's all.
Oh yeah, agreed.
Clip it, chat.
Like
Oh,
if anybody's ever feeling stressed out, just show them the whales.
Right?
Okay.
yes.
Calm down, Ka. Just look at the whales. Just look at the whales, buddy.
Well, and I would think too that with being on a merchant ship where we would travel several times, like I'm sure this is not new to me, but I'm still like it's still a childlike wonder to me because I like every single time I see it, like I get awestruck, and so like I'm gonna run to the viewing screen as well, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I love this part. And then I'm
Absolutely.
gonna,
Anyone who go ahead. Sorry.
oh no, okay. I'm gonna pull out my loot and just start picking out notes from like the resonance that they're making and be like, oh yeah, oh, I love this.
And anyone who's traversed wild space before is familiar with the Kindori, and this is not a strange sight for you. It is a rare one and a beautiful one, but it's not a strange one. Chukwa, how'd that animal handling roll turn out?
Turned out great. 18.
Nice.
18, awesome.
Namaste in their direction.
Yeah, so as you sort of do the namaste, calf separates itself from the pod, and it comes very close to the Astra Mori, and its eyes, because there's like 3 on each side of the head. The eyes sort of in sequence make eye contact with you, and there's this moment of communion, and you get the sense of it returning the namaste to you. And then it's you see another Kindori sort of break off from the pod, a much larger one that you could probably surmise is one of its parents, and it gently herds it back towards the rest of the pod.
I'll be like,
Any other interactions?
Yeah, around that time, Porthos will start heading back from the galley, still carrying his not drink cup of coffee.
Sir, your not drink has a name.
I haven't named it yet, and I'm trying to not make it a
Squishy
pun.
Bon Macchiato.
You're right. He lights a cigar. You know, I have been traveling the astral seas for decades, and I have not seen them that close before. I guess everyone else shared, as he places places Squishy next to the chair.
It's stuck.
Right? I tried so hard to not name it Joe. A fresh cup of Joe. I served in the galactic military for about a decade. I, much to no one's surprise here, was a gunner's mate.
I'm a warrior.
Very much so, but I never was the one looking for the fight. I tried to get stationed on ships that were cargo vessels, logistics, mostly because I wanted to do something important, going off it. Listen, I love guns. I love guns probably more than anyone on this ship. But I'm not the one that's running off to a battlefield shooting at everything. I was trying to do something, better, I guess you could say. So, was basically the muscle for like a logistics mission. If where food needed delivered to a planet or relief needed to be aided to a star system, I was the man on the gun for that ship. Eventually got sick of red tape and the way that things were ran. Got out, started doing it as a privateer or a mercenary, much like Dante over here. Much the same. People trying to help out in we'll call it sketchy neighborhoods. You know, people taking supplies to bad places would hire me and a handful of guns, and we'd make sure they got there safe and sound. And then one day when I came home from a trip, I was working on a project when something underneath it blew up. Someone, I still haven't figured out who, snuck into my lab and planted something in there. I intend to find them.
Sounds terrible.
Dante's gonna chime in like, I heard about you guys. I heard about that job you did last year. How you protected that cargo ship from that gang.
Oh, yeah. Chase them suckers off good. You know... Do you know what a 70 caliber cannon can do to the hull of a makeshift, just jumbled together raider ship? It was a thing of beauty. Ripped it to shreds.
I don't know much about calibers, but I think 70 sounds like a lot.
Dante's just smiling, shaking his head like,
it's big.
"Yes."
Real big. Tore them suckers up good. I think I've heard of you. You're damn, I always forget the name. Solara?
Yep, that's me.
The Solara twins. Yeah. You should probably stay off a couple systems because I've seen wanted posters.
Well, like I said, gotta make money somehow.
Hey, listen, I'm right there with you. Doing it, but I respect you out there doing it your way. You know, I hate more than anything red tape. Absolutely despise it. If there's a job to be done, and this goes for all of you, I guess, as your unofficial captain. If there's a job to be done, I'm not going to ask you, is it legal to get done? I'm going to ask you how we get it done. Now, of course, I have my proclivities. I don't want anyone hurt that doesn't need to be. But if there are bad people doing bad things, use the bigger barrel.
Makes sense to me.
Use the bigger barrel as I stare at your 15-foot wide cannon.
Yeah, no, referencing that one in particular. Use the big one.
There's not a much bigger one out there.
Indiscriminately.
I'm just waiting for the moment that we actually get to use the cannon.
Oh, it's gonna be,
And
it's gonna be
then
beautiful.
it's gonna be like, push the button. And then one of us is gonna be like, or we're gonna give each other that look. It's time.
Is it like a two-person thing where it has to be synchronized?
Like the two keys. And,
I can see that. Like we have to be like, all right, you ready?
Turn to the right on 3, 2, 1.
Every time we go to the start the firing sequence, you hear, "Eeeet, eeeet."
Yeah, the klaxon's going off. Be like, Chikwa, you may want to strap in this time instead of just going into your show.
Yeah, no, this time he's like, yeah,
Actually-
I'm gonna get the
Por-
crossbody.
Porthos is gonna sit in the cabin chair and be like, boy, I bet that bastard kicks. Oh, the recoil on that's gonna be something hellish.
Yeah, nobody's sitting down. I feel bad for him.
At this point, can I call it a Chekhov's gun or is it a Porthos gun?
Porthos
Call it
can't.
Porthos gun.
Porthos is canon.
Porthos canon at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine. Porthos calls her Beatrix.
Hey.
But when?
It's
Was
not
meant-
a matter of if.
If only
Yeah.
when.
Exactly.
100% here for it. All right. Was there any other RP that we wanted to do?
There's one more just tiny little bit. So on our last day before all this stuff is really settling in, as everybody's on the bridge but Ka is noticeably absent, you see a little speck of light, and then another little speck of light, and then another little speck of light, and multicolor, and they start moving and dancing around, and then you see Ka bust in and go, "Guess who's free?" And the cone is gone, and he's cast dancing lights as he's like moving around and twirling and going, "Woohoo! I am free."
And Dante's just like, well, it was good while it lasted.
Chuckwell's gonna give an applause, but you don't actually hear them
It's
come
just-
together, but you see it.
Thank you. New cantrip.
I will take a moment, as you guys have been sort of, resting, relaxing in this gentle repose. Hey, episode title had to make an appearance.
Hey,
He said the thing.
So,
he said the thing.
you do, each of you come into an awareness. Every single one of you has gained some sort of ability that you didn't have before you died. For Chukwa, you note that you have this connection to an almost cleric level of magic that you definitely don't recall having connection to previously. For Dante, while you were a cook before, you feel as though you're a much better capable chef now than you ever were. For Ha, sorry, I'm trying to remember the feat that you chose because yes, thank you very much for the anonymous whisper. Kai, you feel very light on your feet, as though you're able to move a little bit quicker and maybe navigate some things that you couldn't necessarily before. And then for Porthos, you get the concept that you were good with a gun before. Your range attacks weren't anything to sneeze at, but now there's a little bit of quick draw action there that you didn't necessarily have in the past. You each feel enhanced, and you can only surmise that this is somehow Ikayana's doing through your resurrections.
Nice.
Yep.
Porthos does have one last thing before finishing up and getting to our destination. Specifically, he'll pull Dante aside just one day. Opens the room, sees Dante in the hall, is like, Dante, come here.
Yo.
As you walk in, you see, various projects strewn about the workbench. But specifically, you see Porthos standing in front of a large corkboard with, now that it's been a day or two, about 2 or 3 different pictures with red strings pulled to them. So, this is my thought process.
You only have a few thoughts, my friend.
Wow, hold on. I only have a little bit of evidence. Been stuck
That's
on a
good.
ship for, a few days.
So, walk me through what you got so far.
So, he points to the first red string that comes down. I died in an explosion. Clearly someone with some sort of expertise snuck into my lab and planted the explosive device, which could veer off, and you see like 3 or 4 just dangling strings that haven't connected to anything yet. Could veer off into any explosive expert or any kind of infiltration expert in who knows how many systems. Couple of you, it seems like your deaths were not exactly of natural causes. And you see pictures of each crew member with no strings attached to them yet. I'd like to figure out how everyone got to where they are.
Well, I can tell you how I got here. I know exactly who killed me.
What you got?
His name's Lars. Heard of him?
Have I heard of him, DM?
Yes, you have.
Ooh, don't even have to roll the history check. Well, and he'll pull up on like a little screen a file for Lars, and he'll print the picture out, attach the string. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Not surprised. It's pretty infamous. He was
Somehow
on
the
our
picture
list.
looks. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say he was on our list until we got his.
I was gonna say somehow the picture looks even slimier and skeezier than you remember him.
Gross.
Just Dante's just burning a hole into the picture, just staring at it.
Porthos will take one of the strings dangling off of his photo and string it to Lars. Now, that's an infiltration expert and someone that has equipment of high-grade explosives. That might be a lead.
He's got all kinds of connections, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was connected to the others somehow too.
Can Porthos roll an insight, or does he even need to roll an insight on Dante's like entire emotional state right now?
Dante, does he need to roll an insight?
No, he can see and feel. Because I'm not even looking at him. I'm just staring at the photo. Just
Man is an open book.
Figured as much. Just had to ask.
Hopefully you can read. I know you're a bugbear, but
I am the most intelligent of the group.
But do you have emotional intelligence?
That wisdom score is pretty strong,
Okay. We'll say yes then.
But book smart is stronger, but that wisdom score is not bad. He just looks at your reaction and he goes, well, if he's in any way related to my situation, and then looks like he's clearly in your situation, and he looks at you and he says in Gith, looks like we have someone to go after next.
We got a lead. Then
If you watch my back, I'll watch yours.
fist bump.
Fist bump. And
Yeah, I don't
then-
know who did that sound effect, but that was solid.
Thank you.
And then Porthos will start speaking in common again. Now, I wonder what our first target's going to be once we arrive in Faerun. You know, if Lars has any underlings in the city?
Oh yeah, he's got some down there.
Good.
Matter of fact,
We'll
he
ask
worked
them
with those,
first.
he was actually with those people. Well, not with them, but he did some business with them. Those acolytes.
The cultists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll ask them first.
Yeah. Let's. And then he just his other hand. Let's ask them questions.
Oh, old Constance and Aster are really good at talking to people. And he'll make his way to the bridge and get back to piloting.
Great.
Yeah.
So there's about maybe a half day's journey left. It goes by uneventfully. Eventually, the crystalline sphere of Faerun comes into view as you drop out of warp. I'm going to go ahead and assume that everybody, takes their seats and we don't need any dexterity rolls. So you do see the planet of Faerun in front of you. You make out a very straight edge of a coast that you surmise to be the Sword Coast. You make out a continent over here that Ka is able to realize is the Forgotten Realms. But your Memento Moris all pulse. And as you hold them up, it does seem to pull you towards a certain region. As you do, you're able to see that they're pulling you towards the Isle of Cholt.
Do any of us recognize this island?
Some of you, if anyone IRL is familiar with the Tomb of Annihilation, you would be familiar of that event having occurred there. There was basically a soul blender that was doing not so nice things to the people. The same group of adventurers who took out the chromatic wave was also involved in that. Since then, the Isle has been sort of in a state of repair. It's a bit of a disaster zone that is going through various stages of reconstruction and people trying to put their lives back together. Picture very much New Orleans post Katrina, Haiti post earthquake kind of deal. Very much people trying to piece together lives that were very much disrupted.
Wow, Isle of Chilt it is.
So do we
Oh, sorry.
go ahead?
No, while Chuck was not familiar with the planet or the island itself, he is going to look at the state of the planet for like vegetation, things of that nature.
Yeah, so on your viewing screen, you do get a readout. The vegetation and flora and fauna are very diverse. You see the Isle of Cholt specifically is primarily a jungle habitat. Interestingly enough, the creatures here, it used to be, at least during the time of the Tomb of Annihilation, it used to be very heavy with undead, though the undead have since decreased in number. The primary, non-human, words are hard. The primary non-humanoid fauna, that's the word, tend to be dinosaurs.
Do we
Ooh.
know if they're
Right.
edible?
Bum.
Sir, everything is edible, just some things are only edible once.
All right, fair enough. Dante.
Eatable. Even I'm eatable, but that is cannibalism.
I mean, is it cannibalism if you're a different race?
I've had turtle soup before.
Uh,
Are we doing this in character?
oh no!
Because if this is in character,
being
I'm gonna
lazy.
need some rolls.
No, just think it out loud. Just think it out loud.
Okay.
I guess Dante's gonna be thinking, like, since he went through the synthesizer and everything, like, maybe we can get some new ingredients down there, diversify our food a little bit, load some stuff in there. Like, he wants to go shopping because young creep can only do but so much.
I was gonna say none of you were lizard folk last I checked, so there shouldn't be any questions of whether or not it counts as cannibalism. Now, interestingly, as you do approach the Isle of Chult, you do get a ping. There is a incoming broadcast. It seems to be going to the entirety of the Isle, actually the entirety of the planet. If you would like, you are welcome to pull it up on your viewing screen.
Chuckwa, bring it on the viewing screen, please.
And he does so. Click.
And you see a very handsome gentleman, a human. His skin is dark and clear complected. He has hair going back in braids that are very finely braided cornrows. Just absolute charisma exuding off of this man. Like, he has the drip. Hard.
The Riz.
Feel the Riz through the screen.
Yes.
Who is this man?
And you hear, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your morning broadcast of church. I am Virex the Glorified, and today we are here for some worship. And he proceeds to go into this sermon his voice is just very smooth and mellow. I cannot do it justice, but anyone familiar with Kari Payton, that's what I'm imagining. This
Love
guy's
that
got
guy.
it.
Yeah.
Love it. But he's got it, and he is going through, and what he's saying is none of it's not making sense. It's all very love thy neighbor. Give praise to the glorified. Help thy fellow man. Very hearty stuff that you find nothing of discontent.
Does the name ring a bell to me at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Can I please roll an insight check?
Oh, absolutely.
Chuckwa would also like to.
Samesies.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
The voice is giving me vibes of like some smooth jazz DJ.
Yeah, my insight is not going to be of any help. It's a 4.
12.
That's 19.
Oh, that's a 9 from Chuckwa.
See, that was
Right.
that was
Ka, I am going to send you a message.
worse.
All right.
A religious figure broadcasting to what feels like an entire island. Does this bother anybody else?
Yeah. It's
Chuckwa
getting-
nods.
Do we have mega churches in this universe?
Do you?
You know what? Let's talk mega temples.
Mega temples.
It's giving mega temple vibes.
Mega temple energy, definitely.
And as you do take in the background behind him, you do see that it seems as though it is comprised of various we'll say temples, various parts of temples. It's a very eclectic background. It seems equal parts holy as well as haberdashed. Um, it feels as though it's pulled from parts of things, but it is definitely intended to be a sanctified space.
Interesting. Well,
Something's off about this guy.
yeah, I mean, he definitely gives me icky vibes, but I really like. I think he believes what he's saying. It may not be the truth, but he believes it.
Well,
Scary
And
part
then,
is other people might too.
Mm-hmm.
And as the sermon sort of continues, he reminds everyone of the dark times in the past when Tiamat ran rampant and was attempting to destroy the plane, and how it was he who came in, the god of glory, and was able to smite her down, working
So
through his adventures.
so he thinks he's a god.
Like he's calling himself the God of Glory, or he's talking about the God of Glory working through.
He is saying he is the God of glory, and you have no reason to think that he does not believe that.
Okay.
he may
Oh,
believe.
he's actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, oh, he's actually crazy.
So,
You said he's actually what?
Crazy.
Crazy? Okay.
yeah, listen, as like Porthos is starting to like maneuver the ship in, coming into the atmosphere, I believe, you know, that each person is entitled to their religious aspirations. I mean, we met a literal goddess. But when you start talking about how great a god you are to an entire, what feels like island slash, how far did you say this broadcast is going out?
It seems to go to the entire planet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
When you are broadcasting, listen, I've learned that if you have to tell someone you're in charge, you have to tell someone how great you are, you're not that great. So something's up here.
Oh, we gotta go down and check it out anyways, right?
Oh, yeah. I hope
wonder if
everyone was voting the same way, because I'm checking this out.
I wonder if he's the one we're looking for.
That's an excellent theory, Ka.
Well, one way to find out. But what's our plan once we get down there? I don't want to
I'm thinking.
go in and just run into people.
Oh, no. We gotta be a little bit more tactful than that. I would
Actually,
say. Go ahead.
Chuckwell would like to, as we're entering into the planet's airspace, can I do like a visual to see if there's anything that's going to either meet us or if there's anything around us approaching us?
There doesn't seem to be anything. Since Faerun has sort of been put on the, we'll say the wild space map, or the astral map, the Spelljammer traffic has increased. You do see there are some other Spelljammers, other airships in the air. You don't have to necessarily fight for airspace, um, but it does appear that there is some sort of maybe organized air traffic control situation going on. And if Chukwa turns his scanner to the appropriate window, he would find that.
He does so.
Sure.
And you do hear the air traffic control voice, which I am not going to attempt to imitate because I am not that good. And they are guiding you, or they're asking for your registration or your call sign.
Porthos will grab the comm. This is Captain Porthos Nardak of the Astra Mori, requesting permission to land.
And they take a moment, and there's some squawking over the intercom, and they come back and they say, permission granted, berth at Dock 7 on the eastern side.
Copy that. As he will follow the instruction. Really glad that when you turned on that radar, Chuckwa, there weren't anti-aircraft cannons already aimed at us. Really, really sucky time on KO-35 on that one.
That would have been unfortunate.
Does our ship have a cloaking device?
There is nothing to indicate that it has a cloaking device at this time.
Okay. And I was actually asking in character too. I didn't know if the guys are.
Start pushing buttons.
No,
I'm kidding.
don't let him.
Do not
don't let
push
him do that.
anything. Dante, see if we have any kind of cloaking.
All
No.
right.
Nothing I can see.
Stick to your maps, Caw. Got us here in one piece. Now, everyone forgive me. My landings are a little touchy. I'm not a pilot. As Porthos will very gingerly bring the ship in for a landing.
All right, give me a vehicle control roll.
Chuckwell's going to make sure he is buckled in. Click.
If you have
What?
proficiency with space vehicles, then you could give yourself proficiency on this.
I have proficiency in, it says vehicles land. What modifier am I using? Let me ask that question.
Voodoo Dex.
Dex? Okay. So Dex plus proficiency. So that's a +5. Okay. That's a 7. I rolled a 2. That's worse.
Hold, please. I wasn't expecting to have to pull this up. All right. Roll a d20.
Alrighty.
Evens, it's going to be damage to the ship. Odds, it's going to be damage to the dock.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh my god. That's a 1.
As you try to come in for this landing, maybe you had a few too many cups of coffee this morning. Your hand's a little jittery, and it sort of shakes a little bit, and you're weird on the throttle.
Hang on just
What
a
was that?
second. Hang on just a second.
Oh, options. Hold, please.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, never mind. Nope, that won't work.
Okay. Hand's a little jittery. You're a little shaky on the throttle. You actually are about to make port when you see that Squishy is once again attempting to knock over your coffee. So as you go to save the coffee, you accidentally hit the throttle
Oh
and you
shit!
plow into the dock.
now we're coming in hot. Go.
The dock is a little worse for wear. And security starts to come towards the port, and you hear squawking over the radio, Astra Mori, come in. What the hell was that?
I can fix it. I can fix it.
Engine malfunction. She's still new.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
I figured. I can fix it. I hope I can fix it.
Was that last part on the radio?
Oh, no. He's like, I can fix it. Click.
Click.
I hope I can fix it.
I am a GD professional.
I'm here for it.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
So security has flooded the dock, and they are trying to rope off the area as you get yourself situated. And some magical ropes come off and moor the Astra Mori to the dock. So you are now docked. Someone's gonna have to go talk to security.
Well, anytime you can walk away from a landing, it's a good one.
So if anyone catches a glance at Chukwa at the moment, what you would see appears to be a headless turtle until his head pops back up ever so slowly and he unbuckles himself.
Oh my gosh.
Dante's gonna be like, well, so much for just creeping in here, I guess.
Listen, I never said I was a pilot. I don't even know why I got picked as captain, as he unbuckles himself.
Answers come in time. As he starts walking towards the what's it called? The exit door thingamajig?
Gangplank, probably, or
The little slide so you can go out.
The gangplank.
Thank you.
The cargo ramp.
All right.
Gangplank cargo ramp.
That thing.
The
Sorry.
stairless stairs.
C-130 talk.
Airless stairs.
Ramp. There it is. Dang it.
That reminds me of the menu, the breadless bread.
yeah. I like to think it's like the flight of the navigator ship where the stairs just go.
Right. So who's one to schmooze security? Because there's some smoothing that needs to be done there.
I'll basically be like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this," and I'll like.
And Dante's gonna grab him like, no, you don't.
I'm like, wait.
Hold on, Dante. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let's see what he's got.
All right.
And he'll
will walk behind him.
He'll whisper in Gith to Dante, "You loaded, right?"
Of course I am. Always.
Okay, just in case. You got this, Ka.
Question. Would anyone hear what you just said?
In Gith or in common?
In Gith.
I mean, I would whisper it, but like if Chuck was probably 5-10 feet away, might be able to hear it.
Well, he is walking behind Ka right now, so more than likely no.
Yeah. He doesn't scream it, but it's not so low that no one could hear it.
You kind of get a little buzzing in your head as Castanet says, "The next time we make a landing, can it please be more gentle? We almost lost our friend."
Sorry, Castanet. I'm not used to the ship's controls just yet. She's shit. Damn, no, I don't remember the ships that he was
A miracle work.
stationed on. Damn it, not me forgetting my own lore.
This lore drop is brought to you by
Yeah.
St-Way Gaming.
This lore drop is brought to you
Your
by
home for
what?
all your dice and RP needs.
Where the heck
Including player journals that you can write your lore down in.
Seriously though, they have a great collection.
Listen, I did the nerdiest thing possible with this character. I wrote his service record.
Nice.
And so now I can't get it to freaking load.
And that is ESTY Gaming, stwaygaming.com. All right. So while that is pulling up, Ka, you see a very, we'll say he's jacked, for lack of a better way of putting it.
It's yoked.
Yeah, man's got it going. Another dark-skinned man. This one has we'll say a very tight afro. He has a spear, and he's very clearly the man in charge right now. And he comes up and he says, "What the hell was that? What were you guys doing?"
Yeah, so I'm walking down very confidently, and step in front of him and I say, "Gentlemen, welcome. Yes, hello. Sorry about that. There was an engine malfunction, but I would like to introduce you to the Honorable Chukwa, who is here on an emissary mission. Welcome."
And Chukwa is going to give a bow, while he also glances at Ka.
Ka, give me a deception check. Chukwa, I'll allow performance or deception.
Oh boy!
That is an 18.
All right, let's do some dice rolling real quick. I mean, it's gonna be the same either way. I mean, 13.
Okay.
With the thumbs up.
So
Yeah.
I love it.
he kind of gives Chukwa the eyebrow, and where is this message coming from? Okay, nothing important right now. He gives Chukwa the eyebrow, but he doesn't seem to immediately disbelieve Ka. So he says, "Ah, I see. So you've come to meet our god."
Yes, upon many other things, we are definitely here to meet your god. But first, might I suggest the services of one Porthos Nardak, our amazing gentleman who is able to repair things in a swift and excellent manner.
Give me perception.
Perception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
The other PER one.
That is a dirty 20.
Let's go.
He again the eyebrow raised, but he's like, "Go on."
Yes, so his service record in repair
No.
Yes.
Actions, no more words.
Okay.
I just want him to walk over back and forth. Those so I told them you could fix everything. You told them what?
I know what I got roped into. I know that look. So, I was going to say, now that I finally got this stupid record to come up, it's built like a Cerberus, but it flies like a Demeter class. He served on a Cerberus, a Heracles, and a Demeter class ship. And I will explain all of those later to anyone that wants to know the lore. As Porthos will attach the two mending
Diodes.
Diodes is the right word. Diodes to his gloves and start charging them up. Just zzz. Show me the damage, please.
And he sort of points with the spear very pointedly. And
Ooh.
it's this dock is not great. The wood is shattered. It's
All right. And hold on. I need to set these to wood.
it's not a sonic
Oh.
screwdriver.
That would have been bad.
Last thing you want to do is weld something that's wooden. As he starts casting mending on the dock.
Takes a couple of castings, but you're able to get it done. And he says, "You were lucky. Not so long ago, magic was taboo here. Our god has fixed that, though.
It's not
He has taught us
magic,
many
it's
things."
science. As he puts the diodes back.
And I like to think that as Porthos is starting to go to work and stuff, like Ka is basically turning to watch too, and like going to put his elbow onto the guy, and then realizing that he's like, that's not what I should be doing. You're like, huh? Huh?
I'm just picturing him nudging him like, see, I told you, my guy's got this.
Exactly.
That gets exactly the reaction you expect.
Yeah.
And then he just like takes one step away from him.
You're right. Like I can imagine he didn't even turn his head toward me. It's just his eyes. I'm like,
He says, he takes a spear and on the ground. Now that is done, docking fees will be 5 silver per day you are here, to be paid precisely on the dawn of each day.
cool. Well, then we will see you in the morning.
Can we pay in advance?
This is acceptable.
Guys, what do you think? We might be here for a little bit. Do you want to wait? You want to...
5 silver's what? 1
Hey.
gold?
5 silver is half a gold.
Half a gold, yeah.
I'll toss him 1 gold. That'll give us at least 2 days.
Yeah, that's good.
He doesn't even look as he just snatches it out of the air.
That's good for 2 days. Don't touch my ship.
I'm like, my good sir, that catch was impressive.
And check the gold, do the whole little bike trick.
Yeah.
You guys have still not asked me why they do that.
Yeah, I guess they can... I guess gold has different density than other metals, so...
Yeah, it's really soft.
But yeah, this tastes like 17 and a half carats.
Don't get me started on gold caratage. I used to work for a pawn company.
Yep, that'll do it.
So you're able to walk down the portway, and you go into the main city. You were expecting disarray, you were expecting disorder, you were expecting cleaning up after a natural disaster. This is a very orderly, very ship-shaped place. Like this is not what you were expecting at all.
Can I roll insight on the general vibe of the town?
Yeah.
Same.
Sure. Anyone who wants to roll insight on vibes, do a vibe check. That is allowed. You may do so.
That's not going to get me very far. That's a 12.
That's cocked.
All right.
But I will, as you're doing that, though, I'm going to lean over to Chuckma and go, whew, I thought I was getting stabbed. It wouldn't be the first time.
Caution, caution.
What's that?
I figured that was
What's
the
that
rest
taste
of
like?
your name.
No. It's chaos coffee.
Deceased.
13 insight check.
Oh, that's a
That
19.
is 11.
Wow, we
Kai, you rolled a
I rolled a
14?
12.
12.
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, 19. Chukwa ruining a darn good trio there, like fourth Powerpuff Girl. Oh gosh. So, you know, Jay or wow, change your darn name.
I've been
Porthos.
Porthos for 3 hours.
Who is this man?
I know. Who's Jay? Porthos, Ka, Dante. Nothing strange. You know, real chill vibes. It seems. Porthos, you may recall sort of the vibe after one of your relief missions after you arrived, and it's very much there are people here to help. We are saved, we are in the God's graces. Very much that vibe of things were bad but they're better now, and because they're better now, we are better. Does that vibe check make sense? Am I getting that across?
Yeah.
Okay. Chukwa, you specifically, you get the sense that, and you don't see this often across the multiverse, this is a place that is headed on a very specific path. One that is very rare, and this place seems to be headed towards almost utopia. Like the people are happy, they're joyous. There doesn't seem to be anyone who is wanting. You don't get any crazy vibes. There's actually, and all of you see this, there is a little girl. She is, light-skinned, brunette. She's wearing a white dress. She's kind of skipping around. She has a little stuffed bunny. And she says, "Teddy bear!" And she runs up and she hugs Porthos's leg.
Aw.
Hmm.
I'd be like, aww.
I assume human?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone you've met here so far has been human.
Oh, so they're just looking at us like. Or
Well,
no,
I was gonna say, like in a good or bad way, like there are no other races here but human, or is it
Right.
just most people are human? There's not a lot of like weird ones.
Most people are human. You don't see a lot of non-humans.
Gotcha.
I think the sharp-eyed amongst you may be able to pick out a dwarf, maybe a
Okay.
halfling,
Okay, yeah.
possibly an elf or two.
There's not a lot of
Okay.
more
Exotic.
exotic. Thank you,
Right.
Kyle. That was a
Yeah.
perfect word. More exotic. All right.
Enough to where the lot of you sort of stick out like a sore thumb,
Yeah.
but that no one seems fearful, no one
Right.
seems disgruntled with your presence.
I didn't want it to be
nobody's
like
clutching their purses.
only humans are here. There is no war in Bossing Say.
I am looking for that actually. Like,
Yeah, no one's locking their wagon doors as you walk past.
That's
Right.
right. Okay.
Shutters being closed. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Then Porthos will just like kneel down and kind of give the child a pat on the head and be like, "Thank you.
You're so big.
Yes, I know. I'm a big bear."
And I'll pull
Oh
out.
my gosh, a kitty.
I'll pull out my loot from my pack and be like, and then the little girl grabbed the bear's leg.
You should go hug the kitty. He's very soft.
I am very soft. I am very soft.
And she goes over and she also goes to grab onto Ka.
Yeah, and I'll kneel, like I'll basically like kneel down and like lower my head to her.
And she just gently pats and it gives a little ear scratch.
Aw.
And then the kid runs up behind and pulls his tail.
And then she sees Chukwa and Dante, and she has her own little interactions with each of you. How are those characterized?
Um,
Oh, you go
I
first.
would, I would imagine seeing this big old turtle or whatnot. Geez, I had it like in my head. She may do the same, like come up for like a hug. Like interacting with a tortoise is like awkward in and of itself. Like as a human interacting with a turtle, because it's just like, what do you do? But he exchanges a very calm bow to her, which I'm sure she may return.
And she does. It's a little strange because she's not used to being bowed to. She does return it though after a moment of consideration, and she says, "Mr. Turtle, can you do the head trick?"
Which he proceeds to do so and goes into his shell.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool!
Turtle. Love it.
Mr. Giff, why do you have antlers?
Uh,
Talk your way out of this
hey,
one.
don't you want to pet the kitty again?
Ooh, I would very much like that.
Yes.
She says,
just
"Okay,"
kinda-
and goes back to petting Ka. So this very wholesome interaction goes on for a little bit, and she's like, oh my gosh, can I come show you to my mommy?"
And I'll shoot a look over to Porthos. Can we?
He grumbles something in Sylvan. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
Nope.
Nope.
You know what a cuss word sounds like in another language.
I mean, yeah.
You might not speak Spanish, but you know when someone says "God, motherfucker."
That didn't sound wholesome.
You know what? I feel like in my travels, I've picked up at least curse words in other languages. So I definitely
that's the
understand
only
what he's
word in
saying.
German you know. Like,
Yep.
Scheiße.
Gesundheit.
Sure, you may show us.
Hey, Liam.
He will
so
actually. He'll say sure, and then he'll whisper to Dante in Gith, "Might give us a lead. Show us around the city a little bit."
Yeah. And keeps
So-
Ka occupied for a little bit.
That too.
So she grabs Porthos's paw, and she's having to reach up to grab it. She's not a very large girl.
Yeah.
And she kind of skips off, leading you towards through the city. People are going by. There's nothing too crazy. Sorry, I'm reading a note.
No, you're good because
and-
I just thought of it's just Boo holding Sully's hand.
I was thinking it's kind of like Thanos and Little Gamora.
Oh,
Also
Wow,
not
this
inaccurate.
went two
that went
completely
really
different
dark.
directions.
No.
The size comparison is not inaccurate. But Porthos is about as furry as Sully, so
Yeah. So she's sort of skipping along. The stuffed bunny is sort of swinging by an arm. It seems well made. And she leads you through the city. People are nodding and being like, "Hi, little one. Hello, little one." And one of them says, "Where did I write her name down? I know I wrote it down somewhere,
That's a weird thing for them to say.
Right?
right?"
Dante's just kind of like,
How did
not audibly, but just kind of like has that look about himself. Like,
You know what? Her name is Isabella now. Her name is now Isabella.
That's fair.
Aw.
And someone's like, "Hello, little Isabella. Oh, I see you found a new friend." Um, and she leads you through to it's not quite a hut. The buildings here are that white sort of stucco adobe that you see in some places. She leads you to a building that is the stucco adobe, and it has a blanket door covering the doorway, and she pulls it aside and leads you in. And does everyone go in?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you go in, and there's the space. It seems a little bit disorganized, as though somebody hasn't done some cleaning in a while or some picking up after her in a while. And she goes over to a shelf where there is a jar, and she says, Mom, look who I found."
Oh.
No, I knew this was. Oh, somehow I knew that the mom was gonna be dead. I was like, nah, maybe she's alive. Nah, there's a chance. No. I feel like we're all just gonna kind of look at one another.
I am literally gonna play along because I'm like, hi, hello, Mom. What, Isabella? That's your name? What, hi. What's your mommy's name?
Her name was Adira.
Adira. Oh, well, hello, Adira.
Mr. Bear, do you have a mommy?
I do. Yes.
That's good. Everyone should have a mommy.
My heart.
Cody's like, suckers.
No, this is great because it's playing out exactly how I wanted it to.
Who's cutting onions on this stream?
Right. Dude.
Chuck was
I'm
still
taking so many chances with this. I was like, this is never gonna. Oh, it worked so well.
Chuck was gonna hang out by the door. He's gonna be looking out, sort of like a perimeter, that sort of thing. My words are escaping me right now.
Dante's gonna scan the rest of where we are. Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah.
Just
By
to
all means,
analyze
perception
the
or
space.
investigation. Anyone who wants to do that may do so.
Yeah.
See which is better.
I think as they're doing that, I'm gonna be reaching into my pack and I'm gonna pull out my ball of yarn and
I'm
say,
gonna go for perception.
and
11
dip down,
investigation.
dip down to Isabella and be like, "Oh, look, do you have yarn?
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Do you have yarn here?"
And she's like, "Oh, what's yarn?"
Yeah. Oh, you don't know what yarn is? So I'm just gonna try to keep her occupied as they're.
It is the greatest thing that has ever been invented.
Yeah.
Is this Chuck?
Okay, look here, you're
Reese?
biased.
Reese's taking over Chuck's body.
Yeah.
Crochet.
no.
Crochet.
I imagine that Reese would probably find some race with claws and specifically redo their claw to be a crochet hook.
I mean, I have come up with a character to where yarn is like completely their thing, but that on another day.
You know what animal I think would be really good at crocheting or knitting? Sloths.
Sloths, yeah.
Ooh.
Because they're very patient creatures. And they got, fingers.
Got those
Right.
hooks. Yep.
Take them
We're
forever.
getting off topic.
Yep.
I got a dirty
Anyway.
20 on my insight or investigation insight. Yeah.
I got a 14 in my perception.
All right. So for you said insight, Dante?
Uh
It was
I
investigation
meant
or
I meant
perception?
investigation. Investigation.
Okay.
Sorry. That's what I meant.
So and Chuckwa, you said 14 perception, right?
Yes.
All right. So for the perception roll, you make out the usual things. You see there's a little pallet made out. You do see the sort of altar situation where Adira is displayed. You see there is it's almost like a crystalline screen on another sort of table or something. It's a little small, but it's a circular sheet of crystal. Dante, you make out that this second, like the circular sheet of crystal, is sort of on its own altar almost. In some regards, it seems to be almost held in higher regard in the space than Adira is. Or at least they're on a very equal playing field. They hold equal importance to Isabella.
Okay. Guess I'll ask Isabella about those two circular shapes that seem to be above her mother.
It's just the one. It's the
Oh, I'm
one
sorry, the one.
crystalline sheet. You're good. And she's like, "Oh, that's how Mr. Virex is able to talk to everyone. He tells us all the great things that he's doing, and he's done so many good things ever since he came here."
Good things like what?
Well, I didn't used to have this space. I was in a bad place.
A bad place?
They were mean. And as you say this, you notice that her arms, which are exposed, they have some scarring on them.
Um, Chuck, given that he is, checked the door and the exits and things of that nature, uh, will approach Isabel, and he's always wearing like a robe or whatnot, and it has extra fabric, so he's gonna put some on her shoulder. Where is this place?
It's not here anymore. Mr. Virex made sure of that.
Hmm.
And how long has Mr. Virex been here?
Hmm. It's hard to say. Days just go by sometimes. How long is forever?
It's a long, 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 long time.
Maybe
Yeah.
not forever, but a real long time. Are you
Was
gonna
your-
stay a long time too?
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Mr. Turtle, where are your eyes?
He's going to open one.
It's kind of like, oh my gosh.
Before he just closes it again.
And then at that, there's you hear a very clear, very resonant gong, gong, gong. And she says, "Oh my gosh, it's time, it's time, it's time."
It's time for what?
Come on, you don't want to miss it. And she pulls you out towards the street and towards the main road. And as you do, you see the people, they're all hustling about, they're all getting very excited. And they say, make way for the glorified Virex.
Well, I guess we get to see who this Virex guy is.
And they clear the road, and there's a very great grand processional that starts to come through. It starts with trumpeters, and then there's a drummer, and then there's bannermen holding up a staff with a sigil on it that has sort of a stylized the set of cornrows just going back. And then behind it is almost a cart, but it seems to levitate and float, and it's being repelled by nothing. And flying about the crowd, there are these crystalline spheres that reflect that they're mirrored, and they look like they should be reflecting what's going on around you, but they reflect only the face of Virex, so that everywhere you look, you can see this man. And as he comes through, you get this sort of holy presence, not unlike what you felt in the presence of Ikayana. Um, and then as he comes past, you see the pulse on the Memento Moris,
And there it is.
and it's following him. And that's where
I'll
we're
be
going to end the
damned.
session.
Ah, I knew it.
It makes sense.
Yeah, there it is.
Waiting for the shoe to drop.
Right?
Oh, it's dropped all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you guys so much for playing.
yeah.
Is it Friday yet?
That's someone else's shtick. That is not Joe's slogan. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll
thank
come
you.
up with one.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your patience during our little technical difficulties during the break. But thank you all so much for your love, your support. Come back next Friday. Most of our group should be back, and we may even have a surprise for you guys, as far as in maybe a new player, maybe a new character. But thank you all for watching. As always, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, tap the little bell in your YouTube app, and follow us on Twitch so you never miss our uploads. Due to the technical difficulties, sometimes
Sorry, our J is malfunctioning.
I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna splice together the two YouTube episodes, put them as one, as episode 3. It'll be on our playlist on our YouTube page, and I'm gonna try to learn how to repost it to our Twitch as well. But thank you for your patience. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks for stopping Kirbside.